Okay, welcome in today's episode of Blockrevision. Today we'll be broadcasting a shortened edition as recently. So I'll be just going through market mover section that I'll just show you the most important events in the economy on the upcoming week. And right after this, I'll just jump to one of the most important part of Blockrevision's series, a straight idea, and I will just show you the best opportunity on the market for me right now, so stay tuned. Alright, so we are on a trading economics calendar, and today we have already seen GDP growth rate, and this one slowed down a little from the peak 2 quarters ago. Right now we are at 4% rate level, so it means this level, at least this level, should be maintained in order to keep up the pace of how the economy has developed before pandemic. So it's I would say the lowest level that is desired to see in this post-pandemic economy of China. So I would say the next quarter GDP growth rate should be very important. So regarding how this GDP growth rate in the first quarter of 2022 will turn up, and what the level will be, it will strictly decide the next moves of Chinese PBOC. So I will strictly watch this rate. Following that one, we have ZTW Economic Sentiment Index from Euro area and from Germany. That's also indicator that shows how the Europe is recovering after this COVID-19 drop down. So right now, as Euro area is preparing for a more hawkish viewpoint, it will be very important to have the sentiment index above or rather on literally positive levels. So it's also important indicator where the central banks of Europe policy will look like. On Wednesday, however, we have very important ratings from not only Germany as its inflation rate year over year, but also from Great Britain. There's inflation rate, core inflation rate, PPI, core output and input, and retail price index. So Wednesday is definitely very important day for Great Britain. Right after, we have also from Canada inflation rates, CPI median, and also core inflation rate year over year. From US, I would watch building permits, as it will show us how the housing boom is growing or rather contracting. On Thursday, we have some data from Australia, that is unemployment and employment rate, also inflation rate from Euro area, and other as from US EIA natural gas stocks change, and that's more like an oil related stuff to watch. Okay, so it looks like it's much like a trade like inflation rates week. So those are the events that I mentioned that may have some impact to prices, whether it's currencies or stocks, that I would carefully bear in mind. Okay, so as I'm today skipping such sections as market or economy outlook and or cryptocurrency outlook, we are just going to trade idea section, and I just would like to introduce you quite an interesting trade to make. So today on my radar will be Matic that also evolved into Polygon network. So this is one of the second layer solutions for cryptocurrencies. So it means Polygon is focused on delivering a very fast and scalable network and also background for other decentralized apps. So it might be quite of an alternative to Ethereum, and in terms of its functionality, it resembles Ethereum even more, with London hard fork that is about to be brought to this network tomorrow on 18th of January. Right now we have seen on Twitter of Polygon that so it was testnet, but right now the mainnet of EIP 1559 should be brought in just few hours from today's I would say about noon. So it's about to be brought very soon, and I would like to introduce you how the Matic network chart is right now looking. So Matic network has built a very strong momentum since the second half of July previous year. Right now, unfortunately, we are slowing down. However, it's not maybe very bad looking chart right now, but on our side chart we can find that we've built a double top. That means the strength of this trend is slowing down. Right here we are building something that may resemble a head and shoulders pattern, and with addition of the event that is upcoming, that is mainnet of EIP 1559, it will add up to a conclusion that this growth has been determined mainly but such a noise event that is exactly London hard fork that has also been brought to Ethereum chain in August of 2021, and also brought those gains that we've seen, similar growth that we've seen already on Matic network. So that might be sell on news event. So when this news will just enter the market, we'll just see quite a steep sell-off, even if fundamentals of Matic network will not change. So I would bet that we will see a correction to even further than this 50 EMA line, as we should just cross it and get back to 170-ish area. So especially with the tendency that right now is being found on cryptocurrency market, where altcoins, especially one of those that is Matic, the mid-cap altcoins right now is suffering quite of a sell-off, and right now struggling with getting through this 4,400 points. So it means it's more likely to see this sell-off right back to below 3,000 level, rather than going upwards above 3,400, especially with Bitcoin losing its momentum and right now struggling with 40k. So this hard fork will also be supported by Binance, so it's quite a nice event, especially that pushed Polygon network price so far as the narration that was back then. Narration around Matic was that it will become deflationary as Ethereum, but right now, as this event is being put in a limelight, I do expect that this chart will find a correction wave. And let's have a look at what the press is saying about Matic. Lots of investors is expecting Matic to hit $3 on the event, but right now it's highly unlikely. Unlike as we can find that chart is struggling with 250 level. In terms of funding rates, that also may tell us what the sentiment on Matic network chart is. Right now we can find that this tendency of a growth is starting to reverse, as we are on some exchanges, as on Bybit, or rather on Dydex, we are starting to enter a negative territory. However, on Bybit it's still on positive, but it's losing its values as well. So investors is slowly but surely is reversing their positions into south territories. So in terms of trading idea, after this whole viewpoint that I just brought to you, I do expect that Matic right now, when this event may take place, will jump at least to 2.32 and will rebound from this 2.19 level, and that's why I would open my short position right below this resistance that is seen around 2.30, and I would start my position right at 2.289 with a stop loss right at the level of previous highs, or even higher, if it will be just to erase the probability of stop loss liquidations that may be stop losses may be put right around 246. So I would put, to be on a safe side, my stop loss at 2.379 and with a target of 1.70. So it's a target, it's a quite available target to get, as I do expect, if nothing bad will happen on a cryptocurrency market, that this sell-off may take place down to those areas where we have important EMA line on a daily chart, and as it converges with this very high bar on volume profile indicator. So Matic USDT is one of the cryptocurrencies that despite its fundamental growth right now should be awaiting a correction to those levels. So always remember about putting a stop loss, or at least an alarm around the area you are about to exit if something will move in the wrong direction. and remember about not putting on a trade more than you afford to lose, and also managing the leverage, the level of a leverage if you're about to take such. So in today's episode, that's it. But always remind that this is quite of a speculative game of probability. I do like to show you the probabilities that should give you an edge on the market, and if you just follow this, statistically speaking, you would win more times than lose, and in the long run you will win that probability game. Okay, so if you enjoyed my video, just hit the like button. If you found my series on Blockrevision interesting at all, click subscription. Thank you very much for watching, and see you tomorrow.